Wird sie auch haben. I got this. Press it. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with those trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. God damn it. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out the window, what did you see next? Press it! The woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing. And the person attacking her. Yep. Das werden wir noch mal sehen. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh, well, you know... She's had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Ich denke auch. The testimony certainly does make sense, and everyone in the court keeps siding with her. I'd better not press too hard on this one. So then, tell us what happened to the victim. Bam. She dodged. Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. Okay. How did you know it was my client? Oh, well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Bisher wissen wir noch nicht, ob noch irgendjemand anderes da war, von daher, okay. The testimony certainly does make sense, and everyone in the court is siding with her. I'd better not press start on this one. Maybe I should just listen. Yep. Bam. How did you know it was my client? Also ja, das, ja, okay. Gut. Weiterhin einfach pressen. Kann ich noch was pressen, oder war das dasselbe gerade? Ah ja, okay, das war das. Okay. Okay. That's it? Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There has got to be something in there somewhere. Maybe I'd better just press her on the facts a bit. Achso, okay. Auf was pressen wir sie am besten? Das hier? Oder das hier? Ich denke das hier. Okay. Dann war es nur das hier. Dann pressen wir sie hier. Question. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Ms. May, I'm willing to bet that... Bam. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Right? No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Wow, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessarily, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Oh, God. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Okay, witnesses account. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Wir haben richtig gepresst. Good, 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 good. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay, schauen wir nochmal einzeln durch hier, Fräulein. Direkt von Anfang an. So you saw me then too? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Ah, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Oh. Very well, continue. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Schauen wir mal hier. Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue. Mr. Left. Bam. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. Auf einmal. What happened then? Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? Bam. A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something right now. A previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words? Time to press up and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. Bam. Kann man hier nochmal pressen? Was können wir dafür benutzen jetzt? Die Statue hätte ich eigentlich gesagt. Also wir können nicht weiter pressen. Das haben wir natürlich überall schon durchgemacht. Das heißt, bam. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty, Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there is no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes, and that's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Yeah, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? Well, that's... Because I heard it von so weit weg. Yes, I heard it at the same time. So you've been to the law offices of Faye and Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Yeah, natürlich ist klar. The law offices of Faye and Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. Nicht so nah. She could easily have heard the clock. No? Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Definitiv nicht. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... It couldn't have rung! Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Yes! How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. We go right now to look at the clock. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. Und Batterien. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May, if I may. Was los, Junge? Quite a show you've put on us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. God, ich hasse ihn. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ja, kann ich. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. Yup. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves that when the clockwork was removed is... Bam. Hier. Achso, ja. Mit ihr. Bam. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Yep. Order. The defendant's cell phone, this wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he is up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Für den Detective eventuell, ja. Für hier Edgeworth definitiv nicht. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh, it's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any object? Yeah, definitiv. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this is directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witnesses had not seen the clock before. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Good one. Excuse, not on sale today. Ah! Oh, Super Saiyan. Okay. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Ooh, okay. Getting to the bottom. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Okay, scary. Yeah. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... Weapon was a clock. You had heard about it. Yeah. Wiretap. Yeah, the witness had never... Yeah, natürlich. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Bam. Take that. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. I stole it. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Moment. The proof that the victim said on the phone... Moment, wir müssen ganz vorsichtig vorgehen. Moment. The proof that the victim said on the phone. Oh! Kann ich nochmal nachchecken? Ja, it's a clock. Genau. Hätte fast schon das hier genommen, das Recipe, aber natürlich das Phone. Take that. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while? Actually, there's something I want you to hold on to from me. What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Was jetzt schon wieder? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Is she entertained? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap the phone? Miss May, Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. No? Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Ja, natürlich. Ist klar. Ist klar. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap the phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Allerdings. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Nah, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course, I can, and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. Oh, God. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's cell phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Miss Maya Fay, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Holen wir den Bellboy oder machen wir weiter mit Miss May? Haben wir noch irgendwas? Ich glaube, wir holen den Bellboy. Ich glaube nicht, dass wir bei Miss May noch irgendwas rausfinden. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. Guter Punkt. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And hereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept? Natürlich. Alright. I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. You activated my trap card. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Alles klar. I believe we are ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Lass mal hören. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gateway Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. Hat sie nicht gesagt 9? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can prove Miss May was involved with the murder somehow, Maya will be finished. Okay, Press. Vorher allerdings schauen wir nochmal durch, was wir hier an Evidence haben. Glass Shards. Die könnten eventuell mit dem Bellboy zusammenhängen. Aber nee, das war ja... das war ja... Department Store Recipe. Okay. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver the room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Schauen wir mal hier. Are you sure about that? It was Miss May on the phone. Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? Them, hätte ich gerne noch mal gewusst. Schauen wir mal hier. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Yep. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy. Nah. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Where would she be so particular about the time? Allerdings. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir. She, the guest, sir, favored me with a embarrassment, sir. Embarrasser. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Allerdings. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes. Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Was haben wir alles? Ich denke room service. Tell me again about our room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18. Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Aha! He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Got him! You fool! Sehr gut. I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I'll hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ugh. Your Honor, as he has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. I suppose you would like it if it wasn't too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Yes. Right in the pooper. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Lief doch gar nicht mal so schlecht. September 7th, 2/40/24. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers down my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead. That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Gotcha. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Allerdings, wir safen und ich würde sagen, da machen wir auch erstmal Schluss für heute. Finde ich gut, dass es so aufgeteilt ist, letzten Endes in hier, ne? Das nächste Mal geht's weiter, denn genauso werde ich die Folgen, habt ihr ja auch schon gemerkt, auseinanderhalten. Also das war die erste Session von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. 2,5 Stunden nehme ich das Ganze auf. Ich muss sagen, verdammt gut, das macht verdammt viel Spaß. Mein Gott. Also ich hatte wirklich gedacht, dass wir nur... Okay, das ist auch das, was ich am geilsten finde eigentlich, dass man die ganze Zeit eben in diesem Courtroom eben letzten Endes ist und die Leute eben befragt und nach einigen gewissen Punkten, also wir müssen bei jeder Frage pressen, das haben wir jetzt auf jeden Fall gelernt, das macht auch nichts aus, das können wir machen. Und wenn wir jedes Mal pressen, genau dann bekommen wir eben zu den einzelnen Punkten, in denen wir dann gucken können, okay, welches Beweisstück nehmen wir, welches Beweisstück passt jetzt hier letzten Endes rein. Nicht nur das, sondern dass wir auch außerhalb von vom Courtroom unterwegs sind, dass wir eben dann wirklich dann zu diesen Crime Scenes eben letzten Endes gehen, da nochmal schön rumschauen können, ob wir eventuell irgendwas finden, was als Beweisstück gilt. Vor allem bei dieser Glaslampe bin ich mir noch nicht genau sicher, was da genau letzten Endes oder wann wir genau dieses Ding brauchen. Ist auf jeden Fall die ganze Zeit in meinem Kopf. Ich dachte letzten Endes beim Bellboy, aber macht ja keinen Sinn, weil die Glaslampe wurde ja nicht im Zimmer gefunden, sondern eben im Office. Und da kann er ja nicht gewesen sein, logischerweise. Und ich habe wirklich komplett währenddessen vergessen, dass zwei Champagnergläser eben auch da waren. Das habe ich irgendwie komplett wieder ausgegrenzt. Aber wie gesagt, man muss halt wirklich, das muss ich mir eventuell irgendwann beim nächsten Case nochmal mit aufschreiben, damit ich das auch nochmal direkt im Hinterkopf habe. Ist eine geile Sache. Also bisher muss ich sagen, macht mir das verdammt viel Spaß. Wie gesagt, ich habe vorher noch nie irgendwie reingeschaut, nur einmal kurz in so 3 Minuten. Und dann habe ich es mir eben direkt gekauft. Und das war auf jeden Fall die richtige Entscheidung, denn wenn ich schon ein paar oder ein Let's Play gesehen hätte, wüsste ich eben schon, was ich wo einsetzen muss und wer schuldig ist und so weiter. Deswegen verdammt cool. Macht mir verdammt viel Spaß bisher. Und ja, ich hoffe, ihr habt genauso viel Spaß mit diesem LP, wie das bei mir letzten Endes der Fall ist. Wie ihr auch gemerkt habt, hab mich größtenteils wirklich nur darauf konzentriert, die einzelnen Sachen eben vorzulesen, weil wirklich, man muss sich komplett darauf fokussieren und das war wirklich extrem cool. Ja, in dem Kontext, wie gesagt, hoffe ich, dass euch die erste Session von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney gefallen hat und dann sehen wir uns bei der nächsten Session von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, wenn ihr denn wollt. Wieder, liebe Freunde.